How good. It is the second day of summer at the moment, and it's also the day of the Republic, or Republic Day, or I think they call it the Festa della Repubblica. So the roads are a bit busier today, so gonna have to be a bit careful, especially through town. So I thought I'd start this little journey of a few videos, maybe once a week, once a month, just kind of documenting my own journey in Italy in racing as a second year under 19, and kind of give you a glimpse into what it's like getting your foot in the door. So yeah, hope you can follow along for the journey, and let's get stuck into it. So I've been in Italy for about 1.5 months now, and I've had a bit of time to settle in. I arrived here on the back of a crash, and then I came over with a bit of a cold. So it took a while for the legs to warm up, but getting back into it, and racing's starting to feel a bit more natural. It took a while to get used to the bigger bunches. So most of our races have about 150 riders in them. And coming from Australia, where a state level race you might get max 20 in under 19s, it was a big adjustment. But yeah, navigating the bunches a bit better now, and makes that side of things a whole lot easier. So yeah, now we're getting used to the racing. We're racing about once a week, every Sunday. So a week in training is kind of more about recovering for the following week, and not so much about doing everything to optimize the gains. That kind of comes when racing eases off a bit. But yeah, when we're racing every weekend, yeah, we're trying to optimize our recovery so we're prepped for the following weekend, and are not going to burn out with the amount of racing we're doing, especially since at the back end of my time here there'll be a few more tours, 3 or 4 day stuff, which hopefully by then the legs will be starting to peak and we can get a few good results in. I tell you what, I'm loving how much water there is around here. Some of the freshest water. Pretty much can stop anywhere, and there will be a nice cold bottle refill, which as summer starts to heat up is going to be definitely helpful. I'm Josiah Grierson, and I'm 18 years old, and I'm currently in Italy pursuing my dream of becoming a professional cyclist. I thought I'd start this YouTube channel just for myself, so I can one day look back and see how far I've come and the journey that it was, and also for other people, just to share a bit of my experiences, my racing, the things that happen in day-to-day life, and give an insight into what it's like. I hope to cover a broad range of the experiences in Italy, and then into the future as well, depending where that takes me. At the moment, it's just racing in Italy, so you'll come along with me for my training, a few of the races, and maybe a bit of sightseeing as well. A little bit about me. I started riding when I was in year 7, when I was 13. So for the past 5 years, I've been on a bike and training. But when I first started out, it was just for fun on a mountain bike, on an old 26-inch hardtail, just doing jumps and wanting to ride all manner of things. But as I've gotten a bit older, it's slowly progressed into wanting to be more competitive. So I started racing cross country in 2019, and that didn't really work out because of COVID, but I found myself doing a lot of my training on the road and just falling in love with a whole nother sport, which is road cycling. And I did my first road race at the end of 2019, and yeah, definitely was immediately hooked. And then going into 2020, I found myself a coach and got stuck into some serious training. So last year, about halfway through the year, I made the decision to leave school in my second last year of school and go and do a course just outside of that, so I could also train more. A few weeks later, I got the offer to come to Italy, and when I got that offer, I just knew it was 100% the right thing to do. So then I worked really hard to train, and it was full focus on riding for the next 8 months until I came over, and now we're here. The goal is world tour, but at the moment it's just getting a sense of what European racing is like and really trying to live a professional lifestyle. So that's training, eating, sleeping, recovering like an elite athlete, and I'm enjoying it, I must say. It's taken an adjustment, but it's definitely something I could see myself doing in the future, and that's what it's all about. So as long as your head and your heart's in it, at the moment I'm just chasing the dream whilst I still can. The first month of racing was pretty rocky. I had a big crash before I came here, and then in my first race I landed on my knee that I'd hit in the crash that I came before here. So the first month of racing was not ideal. There was a bit of rehab, and not many races finished. Plus a bout of sickness knocked me around a bit, so the form dropped off considerably. And now we're only just starting to find my feet again, which is promising and puts me in good stead for the rest of the season. So like I said earlier, I've been in Italy for almost 2 months and have, give or take, 4 months to go. So I'll be here for almost 6 months. And yeah, so far it's been a big adjustment. I've never raced in Europe before or overseas. I'd never been overseas previously, so getting used to it has taken its time, but slowly finding my feet, and it can only go up from here, particularly when the fields are so big of easily 170 riders. You have to be smart and you have to play your cards right. So that's one of the things that I am learning, coming from Australia and substantially smaller fields. You have to know where to be at the right time, and it's all a learning experience, which is exactly why I'm here. It's just to learn and grow from that, and hopefully develop as a cyclist and as a human. I'm over here with 4 other under 19 boys, 3 from Australia and 1 from Slovakia. We're racing as a Czech team, and we're under the name of International Team Valeka. We're on Colnago C64s, and it's taken a bit of time for the team to start working together, but in the last few races I've definitely seen that the team there's been more cooperation, more talking, and more working as a team, which is really good to see. If you've enjoyed the video, I'd love if you could put a comment down below. Just ask me a question, and in the next video I'll answer a few of them, just so you can learn a bit more about me and my own story. If you want to keep following along, share the video or give it a like and subscribe. And yeah, hopefully I can keep producing some more videos, and we'll go from here. Thanks for watching.